Guys, my name is Echo, and it's been a while. Today we are going to be covering Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which lately came out in the United States and Europe, I think, and maybe other places, but I'm not exactly sure about that. And as you can see, there's some action figure sort of things right here. And these are all Monster Hunter based, by the way. And let's get started. So, Monster Hunter is a game that is really fun. I love this franchise very much, and I've played this game for like 1,000 hours. No, the franchise in a whole, I mean. I've played about 1,000 hours probably. And, oh, by the way, it's been a while since I made a video, so I'm gonna be pretty jittery. Anyway, so yeah, this game is amazing, but there are times where the game is complicated, especially for beginners, so these are the things I want to explain today. So, but I have to finish this in like 15 minutes because I can't upload any longer than that. So, first of all, okay, so, yeah. First of all, this is definitely going to contain spoilers. And sorry about my character here. This looks so ridiculous right here. I'm sorry. And, yeah, spoilers. Be careful about that. There's definitely going to be a lot of spoilers in this because I've definitely cleared the game because it came out in Japan quite a while back in October last year. So, anyway. So what I want to cover today is about, armor and armor skills and skill points and stuff like that. That is the part where everybody doesn't understand the most, because even now, like, players in Monster Hunter still don't get the skill mechanic. So, well, you guys aren't going to be able to read anything about this, but anyway, so first of all, this is my character usually. This is what I look like, and I use the gun lance, which is a lance, like a spear, and it has a gun embedded into it, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, but not a lot of people in Japan use the gun lance. I don't know why. I've heard that a lot of people in the US use it, though. Anyway, so, first of all, I'm going to go, like, very beginner-like into this. So first of all, you can make 5 types of armor, which is the head, the torso, the arms, the waist, and the legs. So, the head, this white one right here, and then the torso, the red, and the arms are this white right here, and then this is the waist, and right here is the legs. And each of these have their own set of course, defense and skill points, which I mentioned earlier. So, how should I explain this? First, so I'm going to just go straight away into the skill points. So, each skill in this game, you need, most of the time, 10 skill points in total to activate that skill. So, for example, if you have attack plus, like attack plus 10 points of attack plus, then you'll have attack plus skill activated. It's pretty complicated. Like, if you have 5 plus 5 of attack up, it doesn't count because it doesn't have 10. So, for example, if I look at the head I am wearing right now, if you look at the 4th page, you can see right here there's +1, +3, +4, -3, and +2. And, for example, right here says +1. So even though it has +1, it doesn't mean it adds +1 to your strength and stuff. So it's really complicated. You'll have to get used to it, but for example, if you make the armor from like one monster from head to legs, then you'll pretty much get the skills you need. So, for example, this is where the spoilers start. So, for example, this is the full set of Ladiakris armor, which Ladiakris isn't a monster in this game, by the way, but you can get parts by trading with people. And so and this is G rank armor, by the way. And okay, so if I pull up my status menu and look right here, this is the yellow line that indicates that above this yellow line, these are the skills that are activated. And below these are like +2, +2, -1, -2. Like, right here is the sum of the skill points, so it has to be above 10 or below -10. Like, -10 means it is a bad skill. For example, this is special effect attack minus. So for example, like they're at like elements on your weapons, and for example, this lowers the elemental power of poison, paralysis, and sleep attack power. So this isn't a thing you should have, but since the weapon I use doesn't have to do with those three, I leave it, because it looks like I have more skills. So this, and for example, right here is 16. Now you might think, why do you need 16? All you need is 10. And right here you can see it says +2, so it's like level 2 of this skill right here. So in order to activate level 2, you need 15. This is 10, so this is level 1. And if you have 15 points, you'll have level 2. And if you have 20 points, you'll have level 3. But that's not all skills. And if you have -10, you'll have level -1, I guess, I'll say. And most skills pretty much go up only to level 1. For example, this only has level 1, and it doesn't have level -1, because it's like an irreversible skill, I should say? I don't know. It's hard to explain, but you can press the Y button on this screen if you want to look at a certain skill. And it'll, like, explain to you how much points you need, and what effect does it have, and all that. You can toggle all of these. And right here, this is, Ice Element up level 2. This is, Element Release. I don't know, like, I don't know the English names of all of these, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just gonna translate, like, from Japanese to English. So, this, so some weapons have hidden elements. Like, it shows an element on the element section of that weapon, but it has, like, parentheses on it, so it isn't fully activated. So if you put this skill on, it'll activate that element. And right here is, I don't know how to explain this, but if you hit, like, a weak point of a monster, it does more damage. So, weak point damage plus, maybe? I don't know. And this increases the critical hit rate. And this is level 1. As you can see right here, it says +1. I hope you can see that. And this has up to level, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can count. Yay, I can count. Okay, so this has up to level 4. And this says, Critical Master, so. And then, as you can see, this has -1, -2, -3. So all these levels. So definitely you don't want minus, because you'll get a plus critical and a minus critical. Well, okay, so let me just explain. So critical, if you have a critical percentage of, like, for example, 10%, you get a 10%, what is that? 10% chance of getting a critical, which is pretty much 1.25 times of your attack damage, of your regular attack damage of your weapon, and if it's minus critical, it's 0.75 times, which is bad, because it lowers your attack, so. And then next, this is, so, since this game is pretty realistic in ways, you have to sharpen your blade every once in a while, even if it's a hammer, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, you have to sharpen your hammer, what? And when you sharpen, it does the sharpen motion 4 times, but if you have this skill on, it shortens the sharpen time to 1 time. So normally, if you don't have the skill, it's 4 times, and if you have -1 right here, Then it does it 5 times, which takes longer, so. And then this is shortened charge time, I should say. So, for example, there are like charge attacks in this game, and it shortens the time you need to charge those attacks. And this is protection, I should say, like luck protection luck sort of thing. So it gives you like a maybe like 10% chance of taking less damage from when you like take an attack, which is actually pretty useful. And this only has +1 and -1, and this is what I said, -1 of the elemental damage. So it has -1, +1, +2. That's about it. So the best part about having a full set of armor is that it pretty much comes with like at least 2 or 3 skills, like off the bat, which is pretty useful. But most of the time there will also be a minus skill onto it, which I said is like level -1. And you'll have to like get rid of those skills by adding, for example, adding just one skill point to those -10s. Then it'll become -9, and it will not affect you at all. So in order to do this, for example, the Gladiacrus armor. So if you go to on weapons and armor, there are things called slots where you can add jewelry, which also affects the skill points and stuff. So, for example, right here in this one, I have So right here you can see 2 circles right here. These indicate the slots. So this Gladiacrus helm, X-helm, has 2 slots. And right here I have an ice attack power up 2 slot inserted right here. So if you take this off, you can, for example, this says 1 in the parentheses. So you can add like 2 of these. So that's pretty much how this works. And then, for example, if you press Y here, you can look at the minus skills you have and the plus skills you have. And if you want to erase this, you can go to, for example, this, and this is +1 skill point to the elemental power minus. So if you look here, where is it? Oh, there it is. So this was what was -10. Now it is -9, and it's under the yellow, below the yellow line, which means it's not activated. Which means even if you have -9 points, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as it's below, like, above -10, I should say, and if it's below 10, it doesn't work. So between -10 and 10, these have pretty much no meaning. And that is pretty much skills for you, I guess. Well, there are things called pendants right here, and you can pick these up when you go hunting, and they have, like, really random stuff on them. Like, they have random skill points everywhere, and they have slots too, so you can use these to your advantage so you can activate more skills. And besides the pendants, the armor and the jewelry, you can all make these after you get so far in the game. Well, the armor you can make pretty much right as you start, but the jewelry you'll be able to make once you get to the second village, which is a spoiler again. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much it for skill points. So next, I am going to be covering weapons, like how to use them, what kind of actions you can do, what kind of attack combo is the best, and all that. I'm not an expert in Monster Hunter exactly, so it's not going to be a very good explanation, but I'm going to go with my, like, in the order of my profession, I should say. So first I'm going to go for Gunlance, which I love the most, and then I will go for Sword and Shield, and then so on and so on. So those are the 2 I want to cover mainly, because, yeah, those 2 are awesome weapons. So I will talk about those later. Okay, so that's the end of this video. If you liked it, be sure to comment, like, and please subscribe. It really supports me. So, okay, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!